Welcome to Let's Find Out. This time we made a video for My Hero Academia fans. You'll answer 20 questions and at the end of the video you'll learn your result. If you like the video, please subscribe our channel and write your result in the comment section. Let's begin. How do you get along with your friends? What is the thing that motivates you the most? When everything around you gets crazy, what do you do? How are your manners? When it comes to playing sports and games, how do you play? What kind of student are you? How open are you? How important is family to you? If other people had to describe you in just one word, what would that word probably be? What is your sense of fashion like? How do you handle abnormal situations? Say that there is a big test coming up that you need to do well on. How do you prepare for it? How do you spend your free time? How well do you work in teams? What is your personality like? How do you want other people to feel around you? How impulsive are you? What would you say your biggest problem is? What do you think a hero should be like? Do you go with your heart or your head more? Between 200 and 300. All Might. He always protects and saves innocents with a huge smile. Though he can be annoying at times, All Might is extremely friendly and amicable due to his popularity and years in the spotlight. While he is an optimist, he still ensures his goals are grounded in reality. All Might rose to become not only a hero, but a legend, thanks to his seemingly endless competency and charisma. Above all else, he considers self-sacrifice the most noble action. Between 310 and 400. Hawks. Kigo is shown to be highly intelligent both emotionally and logistically. He promotes a carefree and jovial attitude, while his constant vigilance often hides under layers of serenity and equanimity. Kigo is very talkative and can have a prolonged one-sided conversation casually while helping dozens of civilians simultaneously in his area of influence. He is rational and more far-sighted than other pro-heroes, allowing him the best chances to go undercover. Between 410 and 500. Ochoka Uraraka. Other students have described Ochoka as the most laid-back girl among her class, being very bubbly and kind of an airhead at times. She is often incredibly blunt without being aware of it. Similar to Izuku, Ochoka's reactions tend to be exaggerated and humorous. Ochoka is a very warm, lively individual who thinks about everything positively. Despite her usually cheery and sometimes bitchy demeanor, Ochoka can take on an extremely determined, focused and somewhat intimidating attitude when the situation calls for it. Between 510 and 600. Eraserhead. Shota is a very stern and reserved man who has lofty expectations of his students. He is primarily motivated by logic and does not believe in the necessity to maintain a clean-cut appearance or filter his words or ideas for others. He often comes off as cold, apathetic, and impatient. Shota is very vocal and unafraid when expressing his ideas. Despite his apathetic traits, Shota genuinely cares about his students and will go to great lengths to protect them. Between 610 and 700. Momo. Momo is a very prudent, dedicated person who acts as a natural leader. She is generally level-headed and calm in dangerous situations, but she isn't above falling into a panic. Momo is very kind and polite, and quite reserved. Yet, she can be blunt with her comments about people's mistakes and miscalculations. She is rather innocent and sensitive to vulgarity and rude mannerisms. Between 710 and 800. Tenya Ida. Tenya may look severe, unfriendly, and even intimidating at first glance, but he is actually a very straightforward, earnest, intelligent, sophisticated, disciplined, and noble person. Tenya tends to take everything very seriously and is known for his habit of jumping to conclusions. Tenya is extremely dedicated to his studies and is always eager to learn new things. Tenya is very humble, willing to admit to his mistakes, apologize for rude behavior, and improve himself in areas he is lacking. Between 810 and 900. Ichiro Kirishima. Jiro is a boisterous and outgoing guy. He is very honest and kind-hearted, having a straightforward way of thinking and following a specific code of chivalry that motivates him to live without regret. Thanks to his respectful and encouraging attitude, he is easily capable of making friends with most people he encounters. Jiro has a strong sense of responsibility, sometimes being very hard on himself for any negative outcomes that befall him or his friends. Finally, Jiro is determined and selfless, bravely putting the safety of others before himself. Between 910 and 1000, Shoto Todoroki. Shoto originally had a cold, aloof personality which stemmed from his abusive upbringing and complicated family life. Focused and unemotional, Shoto preferred to keep to himself instead of hanging out with other people. Shoto initially possessed a moderate level of arrogance, which combined with these solitary tendencies, he could take on any obstacles with his own strength, calm and composed yet brutal in combat. Between 1010 and 1100, Izuku Midoriya. Izuku is a very timid, reserved and polite boy, frequently overreacting to abnormal situations with exaggerated expressions. He is a quite diligent and strong-willed student, being extremely enthusiastic about topics related to heroes. His dream drives him to write down notes about everything. Izuku is caring and emotional, never hesitating to help or rescue someone in danger, even if he knows that he might not be strong or qualified enough to do it. He goes through and putting himself in peril in order to protect someone. Between 1110 and 1200, Katsuki Bakugo. Katsuki is crude, arrogant, short-tempered and aggressive person. Katsuki tends to come off as unheroic. He is determined and thirsty for victory. Katsuki smiles eagerly when in the middle of a battle. He is incredibly focused on achieving his own authentic victories and has learned to never underestimate his opponents. Katsuki is not only very athletic and talented at fighting, but also very intelligent and extremely perceptive, capable of strategic planning and improvisation. Moreover, Katsuki's grades are among the highest of his class.